Hello everyone, dear friends. My name is Maria, and today I want to share with you a truth that has been my constant companion throughout my 90 years. The power of now is one of the most transformative tools at our disposal. Living in the present, truly living in it, is not just going through life day by day, but embracing each moment with full awareness and appreciation. In my youth, like many, I often found myself caught between the regrets of the past and the anxieties of the future. I was so worried about what had been and what had not yet happened that the current moments simply slipped through my fingers like grains of sand. But over time I understood that worrying about the past I cannot change, or fearing the future that has not yet arrived, only robs me of the peace and joy of now. I remember one particularly clear afternoon. I was sitting in the garden, my eyes lost in the swarm of everyday life. It was then that I realized a little bird bathing on the edge of a fountain. It was such a simple, ordinary act, and yet at that moment it felt extraordinarily beautiful. That little creature was completely absorbed in the pleasure of the present, without worries about yesterday or tomorrow. It was a revelation. From that day on, I strived to live like that little bird, finding joy and peace in the small moments, in the beauty of the ordinary. This way of living does not eliminate challenges or difficulties, but it does change the way we face them. When we live in the now, our problems do not feel so overwhelming because we are fully committed to the present. We are not dragging the weight of the past, nor anticipating the stress of the future. We are here, and that is enough. I have shared this wisdom with many over the years, and I have seen how it transforms lives. A young neighbour, overwhelmed by loss and grief, found comfort in the small daily pleasures, in the laughter of her children, in the warmth of the sun on her face. With each present moment she embraced, she regained a little more of herself, found a little more peace. Another friend facing a serious illness found in the now a strength and clarity he had never known. Instead of worrying about what the future might bring, he focused on the beauty and love available in each day he lived. Living in the now is an art, a practice that requires commitment and awareness. But I assure you, the fruits you will reap from this practice are invaluable. I invite you to try it, to take a moment each day to be truly present, to appreciate what you have here and now. You will see how worries fade away, how life becomes richer, and how you, my dear friends, transform into more peaceful and centered beings. And so, in each present moment you embrace, you will find a path to a fuller life and deeper peace. On the other hand, we have resilience. That ability to face and overcome challenges is a wisdom that I have treasured and cultivated throughout my life. We are not born with it. It is forged in the fire of trials and nurtured in the waters of experience. Learning to be resilient is learning to dance with life, to move gracefully through its twists and turns, its highs and lows. During my life, I have faced moments that I thought would break me. I have experienced losses that left me breathless, changes that shook my world, and yet here I am, not just surviving, but thriving. Resilience was my ally in these times, a silent force that allowed me to get up every time I fell. Let me share with you how resilience can be learned and strengthened. First, it is essential to recognize and accept the reality of the situation. Facing the truth, as hard as it may be, is the first step in overcoming any challenge. Once we accept what we cannot change, we free ourselves to focus on what we can influence. Then look back on your own stories. Each of you has overcome difficulties before. Remember how you did it, what helped you, what you learned. These past experiences are your tools for building a resilient mindset. Do not underestimate the power of your own journey. Each challenge overcome is a lesson learned, a stone in the foundation of your resilience. Another crucial aspect is adaptability, the ability to adjust to life's changes. Life rarely follows a predictable script, and our ability to adapt to its unexpected changes is a measure of our resilience. Practice mental flexibility, look for creative solutions, and keep an open mind to new possibilities. Adaptability is not about giving up your principles or desires, but about finding alternative paths to your goals. Moreover, surrounding yourself with a supportive community is fundamental. We humans are inherently social creatures, and our strength often derives from the connections we have with others. In times of difficulty, do not underestimate the power of a kind word, a sympathetic ear, or a shoulder to lean on. At the same time, be that source of support for others. In helping others, you strengthen your own resilience. Last but not least, maintain hope and optimism. The vision you have for the future can be a powerful source of strength. Visualize overcoming your challenges. Imagine a future where you have grown and learned from your current experiences. Hope is not an illusion, it is a tool for survival and growth. My dear friends, resilience is not achieved overnight. It is a journey, a continuous process of learning and adapting. But with each step you take, with each challenge you face and overcome, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. And remember, at the heart of resilience lies the unshakable belief in oneself and the ability to overcome whatever life throws at you. May these tips serve as a guide, and may your journey toward resilience lead you to a more fulfilling and enriching life. Let's continue with another important piece of advice in our lives. Building authentic and meaningful relationships has been one of the greatest sources of joy and strength in my long life. Relationships are the fabric that weaves our lives together, providing support, love, and meaning. It's not just about being surrounded by people. It's about cultivating deep and authentic connections based on empathy, open communication, and mutual respect. Empathy is the heart of every genuine relationship. It is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person, to see the world through their eyes. When we practice empathy, we connect with others in a deeper and more meaningful way. It allows us to understand their struggles and joys, which in turn strengthens the bond between us. Throughout my life, I have learned that differences can dissolve, and misunderstandings can be clarified when we approach each interaction with an empathetic heart. Open communication is another essential pillar for building strong relationships. Many conflicts and misunderstandings arise simply from a lack of communication or an inability to communicate effectively. Speaking, and more importantly, truly listening, can completely transform our relationships. Don't be afraid to express your thoughts and feelings, but also give space and validity to those of others. Through open communication, we can create an environment of trust and mutual understanding. Mutual respect is the foundation upon which all lasting relationships are built. Respecting someone means valuing their feelings, thoughts, and experiences as much as you value your own. In my 90 years, I have seen relationships wonderfully flourish where there is mutual respect, and have seen others crumble where it is lacking. Treat others with the consideration and dignity they deserve, and you will find that your relationships become richer and more rewarding. Now I encourage you to look at your own relationships. Assess how you can improve the connections you already have, and be open to forming new ones. Remember, it's never too late to repair a broken bridge or to build a new one. And as you embark on this process, don't forget to be authentic. Be yourself, with all your imperfections and quirks. The strongest relationships are those in which we can truly be ourselves. In authenticity, empathy, open communication, and mutual respect, we find the keys to building and maintaining relationships that not only last but also enrich our lives in unimaginable ways. May each of you experience the beauty and joy of authentic and meaningful relationships, and may these connections bring you the strength, love, and support we all deserve. And now let's move on to the art of gratitude and forgiveness. These are practices that, although simple in theory, possess the power to radically transform our lives. Practicing gratitude changes our perspective, leading us to appreciate what we have instead of lamenting what we lack. It helps us see the world, not as a place of scarcity, but as a space full of abundance. When we are grateful, everyday problems become less overwhelming, and we find joy in the simplest pleasures. On the other hand, forgiveness is an act of liberation. Holding a grudge is like holding a hot coal with the intent to throw it at someone else. In the end, the only one who gets burned is you. Forgiving does not mean forgetting or excusing the harm that has been done to us. Rather, it means freeing ourselves from the weight of resentment and allowing ourselves to move forward to a more peaceful and positive life. Forgiving others, and perhaps the most difficult ourselves, frees us from the chains of the past and opens us to a future of renewal and growth. Let me offer you some simple exercises to incorporate gratitude and forgiveness into your daily life. Every morning upon waking, take a moment to reflect on at least 3 things you are grateful for. They can be as significant as health or as small as a hot cup of coffee. Write these gratitudes down if it helps. You'll see how this small morning act can change your attitude for the rest of the day. For forgiveness, start by acknowledging the feelings you have towards the person or situation you wish to forgive. Then, when you're ready, make a conscious act of releasing those feelings. It can be through meditation, writing a letter you'll never send, or simply saying out loud, "I choose to forgive." Remember, forgiveness is a process, not a one-time event. Be patient and kind to yourself as you move along this path. Dear viewers, as we say goodbye for today, I encourage you to take these reflections with you and practice gratitude and forgiveness. You will see how, little by little, your life transforms, leading you to greater happiness, fulfillment, and peace. If you've found value in our conversations and wish to continue this journey together, I invite you to subscribe. By doing so, you will not only receive more wisdom and guidance, but also join a community of like-minded souls, all of us seeking to grow, learn, and find beauty in every moment. Until next time, keep practicing the art of gratitude and forgiveness. And remember, every step you take is a step towards a more fulfilling and harmonious life. Subscribe, share your thoughts and experiences, and let's continue walking together on this beautiful journey of life. Take great care, and until next time.